All right. Are we live? We are live. I love it. Hi. Welcome, everyone. This is HeatherAsh, and I'm about to introduce you to the Warrior Goddess Leadership Summer Camp team. This is our first ever online Warrior Goddess Summer Camp. And I just want to share, I'm going to just hang for a minute, let people come on. You are welcome to ask questions. Please, as you come on, share where you're tuning in from. We can see the chat. We would love to know who's here with us. And I say us because there are a group of us here as well, which we'll bring them on camera in a moment. Welcome, everyone. I'm gathering photos to share with you so you can see a little bit of where we would have been live if there wasn't COVID-19. But since there is COVID-19, hi, Glenna from West Virginia, welcome. We are broadcasting from different places. So I'm broadcasting from Santa Fe, New Mexico, outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. I'll let the other Warrior Goddess leadership team introduce themselves and where they're broadcasting from. So this is a socially distant online Warrior Goddess Summer Camp. And we're so happy and blessed to have you here. So again, as you're joining us, please take a moment to share where you're tuning in, what your name is and where you're tuning in from. Hello, Facebook user. So whoever Facebook user, is that Glenna still? So if your name isn't showing up, if you can share your name. So we have Glenna from West Virginia. Hey, Doe, welcome. And we'll see who else is here. And again, in a moment, I'm going to introduce you to our Warrior Goddess Summer Camp leadership team, some of the women that were able to join tonight. We have an incredible, really overwhelmingly beautiful lineup. So I'm very much looking forward to sharing that with you as well. We can share the schedule. Hello from Brandon, Florida. Hey, Doe from Portland, Oregon. Welcome. Doe Doreen, I love it. Close this. I'll leave it up for a second. Who else is here? Welcome. Blessings from Brooklyn. Welcome. I'm glad that you could join us as well. So we're going to get started with our summer camp in just a moment, doing introductions, sharing a little bit about why, yay, camp. Hi, Lauren from Nashville. What our intent is. Hey, Jennifer from San Antonio, Texas. Welcome. Love it. Hello from San Francisco. Yay. And a lot of you are just coming through as Facebook user. So if your name isn't showing up, or if you're not sure if it's showing up, if you can just add your name in, that would be great. Hey, Zulma from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Welcome. Hey, Leah from Oakland. Yay. Beautiful. So we have, how many people do we have signed up? Tara. You can chat it. Hello from Denver and Vermont. Welcome. Hey, Noelle. 850-ish. I love it. Awesome. Hey, Ashley. Thank you. So I think that there is a way that those of you that have just come on, if you're just, you need to, I think, register somehow with StreamYard to get your name in if you want. And otherwise, you can just put your name down and then ask whatever your question is or say hi. Hey, Cindy from Houston, Texas. Hey, Christar from Fort Myers, Florida. Welcome. So welcome everybody that's joining us. Yay. Hey, Chicago. Hey, Julie from Chicago. Welcome. Hey, Francis from Toronto. Yay. Awesome. Nina from Yorktown Heights, New York. All right, loves. Let me make this go away. Hide because I can. Hello from Olympia, Washington. Excellent. All right. We're going to jump in. I want to welcome everyone to, again, our first ever Warrior Goddess summer camp online. And our intent, hey, Rochester, New York, probably Valerie, our intent, hey, Austin, was to do this particular summer camp live on our land up in outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And we had a lot of dreaming and visioning about bringing women up into this beautiful part of New Mexico and having summer camp. And so, of course, when COVID hit, we realized that that was probably not going to happen. And we have an entire team of women that are part of our Warrior Goddess leadership team that came together and spent months organizing and crafting. How do we do this online, and how do we make it fun, and how do we make it joyous? How do we use it as a time to take a break? Because summer camp, whether you loved summer camp, whether you hated summer camp, whether you've never been to summer camp before, the intent of summer camp is to give us an opportunity to be out in nature, to change up what we normally do, to learn new things, to be around new people. And so we've done our best to make this summer camp really dynamic, a lot of different things, really interactive as much as possible. So there are so many incredible offerings that'll be happening over the next 2 days and tonight. So again, I want to welcome all of you that are here. Please feel free to chat and share where you're from. And as we step into this time together, what we're stepping into is our willingness to let go of how we normally are in the world. So I want to invite you, however much you participate, so whether you just participate tonight or whether you are with us 24/7, because we are doing it pretty much 24/7. I believe we're having an altar tonight or not, or 4:30 in the morning. Serena's definitely doing a 4:30 in the morning thing. So however much you are with us, whether that's just for one session or for all of the sessions, while you're in the session, I want to invite you to turn the phone off, not check anything else that's going on in your life, and put your full attention to feeling and experiencing what we're doing together. We really, really wish we could be physically together. All of us wish that. So, or most of us. I'm sure there's some introverts that are like, this is the best. I don't have to interact with people. Yay. But a lot of us are really yearning for that sense of connection and that sense of touch and that sense of camaraderie. So the team has done an incredible job of holding a container to craft that as much as possible. So how you can support yourself is unplug and take whatever session or sessions that you do and play with it this weekend and beyond. So do your best to go outside if you can. And if you can't, we're going to be sharing photos every once in a while of the Warrior Heart Ranch and other places. We're going to do some things outside if the weather cooperates. Right now, it's kind of raining outside, or I'd take you outside with me to see the beauty that's here. So welcome again, everyone that's joining us. I want to introduce the team. And before I do that, I want to take us into a vision of being together for summer camp. So if you'll close your eyes and get your physical body comfortable. So settle in with your physical body. And think about, really feel into a time when you were in nature. And that might have been earlier today. That might have been 30 years ago. A time where you were in nature, where you felt really held, where you felt this beautiful sense of connection with the landscape. And bring yourself there fully into that connection to nature. Imagine that you can smell the air around you, that you can feel your feet on the earth. and that you can feel the wind against your skin, that sense of ease, of being held. Good. And now imagine a time, or imagine yourself around a campfire with a bunch of women that are gathering from all over. So take that sense of relaxation, of beauty, of joy, of connection to the land, and take that feeling sense and imagine yourself now with a group of women around a beautiful campfire. That we're setting our intent together to gather around this virtual campfire, to bring in more play, more creativity, to let go of the stress and the busyness and the worry, the anxiety in our lives, to feel a sense of connection, to learn new things, to meet new friends. And what's your word for this weekend? What do you want more for yourself? What are you craving? What are you yearning at this time? What can summer camp bring to you? So just take a moment to ask your body, hey, sweetheart, what do you want more of? Weekend, this time with these warrior goddess sisters help support you in that. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes and share with us through the chat what your word is. We'd love to hear what your word is. Freedom. Our first word, freedom. I love it. Play. Good. Movement. Beautiful. Connection. Fun. Beautiful. Play. Clarity. Beautiful. Compassion for myself. A few words: clear communication and focused intention, peace, love, joy, acceptance, friendship, connection, grounded, play for you, absolutely grounded, oneness, peace, nourishment, courage, nurture, sisterhood. This is so weird because they don't necessarily come, hey Clyde, playfulness, juicy love, relaxation and rest, camaraderie. It's a little weird because the chat comes in weird. I mean, it's not coming in necessarily in order. So I miss you. That's why. Breath, community, beautiful. All right. So let's introduce the camp counselors. So last year, we came together, a group of us came together out at the Warrior Heart Ranch. Again, Warrior Heart Ranch is outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. It's 180 acres up against the Santa Fe National Forest. So our backyard is 1.8 million acres. We have a little bit of space to breathe and stretch out. And I'll be sharing more about Warrior Heart Ranch later. And that group that came together, I believe there were 24 of us that came together end of August, beginning of September. as a Warrior Goddess leadership team with the intent of visioning and creating together more support for the Warrior Goddess community. And for me, it was to share more of the voices of our different Warrior Goddesses and these incredible women. So over the last year, we've done a couple of projects together. One was our Warrior Goddess Day in May. And then this one, that summer camp that was supposed to be live June 21st over that weekend. But we pushed it back. And I just want to send incredible gratitude to everybody who's part of the Warrior Goddess leadership team, and especially the women that stepped up to dream Warrior Goddess summer camp. I had basically nothing to do with this. I had the original vision, I think, and maybe I didn't even have the original vision. It could have been Serena or Tara that had the original vision for summer camp. For sure. I probably was, because you guys did a summer camp before. But what I did as a leader is I said, this is your baby. Do with it what you will. Share it with me and I'll veto if there's something totally out of control. But otherwise, go. And to watch these women figure out how to work with each other, how to share ideas, how to cohese with each other was incredible. And you can see from the schedule, it's amazing what has been crafted and created for you genuinely out of their heart. So let me bring all of them on, or have Tara bring all of them on. And this isn't everybody. This is a sampling of our Warrior Goddess team. So yay! So we have Tara and Serena, who are actually right next door to me in another house. Hi, I'm waving at you. Rachel, who's from Texas. Adele, also from Texas. Deirdre, who is from Baltimore, Maryland. And Jamie, who's coming to us from Oakland. Are you in Berkeley? Berkeley. Somewhere. Oakland, Berkeley, Bay Area. Magic Land. Yes. So I want to pass the mic to each of them to introduce themselves, to say a little bit about yourself, what you love about Warrior Goddess, and what you're presenting. How's that? That would be super fun. So let's start with Tara and Serena. Tara is the one hosting, so she's pushing the buttons. And let's spotlight you guys as well. Do you want me to take over that part?
Yes, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Oops, that's not the right people. That's the right people. Give me a second. No, don't remove.
We're on. Oh, hello. Hello, everyone.
I'm Serena.
And I'm Tara.
And together,
we're Tarina. And we're really, really excited, if you can't tell, for Warrior Goddess Summer Camp. So excited, like giddy with the excitement. So, do you want to go first? You go first.
You want me to go first?
I do.
So, this has been a dream come true. I'm so excited. I loved summer camp growing up, and it was a huge part of me connecting to nature. And Warrior Goddess training actually supported me in doing that again. So I'm really grateful to HeatherAsh for being really integral in that in my life and reconnecting me to nature in a big way. I'm very excited about Warrior Heart Ranch and being able to introduce all of you to that beautiful land. Warrior Goddess training changed my life. And I'm going to give you little tastes of how it changed my life this weekend. Tomorrow, I'll be teaching about adventuring in art, and we're going to combine it with nature. So I'm very excited about that and really tapping into our creativity. And then on Sunday, you can join me for brunch, and we'll be cooking as ritual. And so really using our intuition. There's no recipes, and just getting to play and get to discover what we love to do in the kitchen. So, Tara.
Thank you. And please mention for the folks that might be up in the wee hours.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. So at 4 a.m. Central Time, tomorrow morning and Sunday morning, you can get up and join me for, I don't know if we're going to do singing or chanting, but we will do something around the altar together in the morning, whatever is moved at that witching hour. So I'm very, very excited about that. I love the waking up in the middle of the night.
Yes, she does. Great. And it's fun, wonderful. So, and I'm Tara, and I'm super, super excited to be sharing this with you. I spent many of my teenage years in the summer at summer camps, a host of variety of different ones. And parts that, I mean, there were so many parts that I loved, but the singing and the music and the being around the fire and the, you know, staying up and laughing, you know, wee into the night and all of those pieces of just being in a different world, being in a different space. For sure. You're kind of transported. And so I'm really, really excited to get to play with that this weekend with y'all and just see what magic unfolds. Because I know there's going to be magic and I have no idea what it will be. And I'm really, really excited to find out. For tomorrow, the session that I'll be facilitating and leading is it's called, officially entitled, Warrior Goddess Weaving with Tara Soul. And it's about aligning with life and making flower crowns. So together, we will be using things you can find in nature or flowers we've gathered and all kinds of different things. And through that process, we'll be working with aligning with our own lives and with what the flowers are really asking of us. So I'm really excited about that. And then I'll also be on in a couple ensemble. You'll also see me in a couple ensemble groups where we'll be doing some really just fun, spontaneous, delightful things. So
I heard there was a pool party.
There is a pool party. Don't worry, you don't need a pool. All right, thank you, HeatherAsh. Waving back. Mwah! Sydney kisses across the way. I can't hear you. You're muted. Oh,
shirts.
She's muted, but
Okay, I'm muted. But look, everybody, we have summer camp shirts.
Stick out your chest.
Yes, stick out your chest. So we will show you how you can order Warrior Goddess Summer Camp shirts as a fundraiser for Warrior Heart Ranch. And we're also doing a fundraiser for Adobe Bricks. I'll tell you that later. All right. I'm doing this, and now I'm doing this, and now introducing Rachel.
Yay! Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel, and yes, Warrior Goddess Training has changed my life. I have been working with HeatherAsh for the last few years and just really learned how to reconnect with my authentic self. I am going to be offering a yoga class in the morning. And I know for some of you that might be scary, but I'm going to keep it really simple. And I'm going to be weaving in a lot of teachings, and we're going to be exploring our warrior and goddess energies. We'll also be doing a grounding and a yoga nidra at the end, which anybody can do because that's just lying down, and I will be guiding you. So I'm super excited about that. And I will be helping with campfire stories tomorrow night. So I'm super excited to share a little bit of my journey. And yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been to summer camp for many, many years. And so this has been a way for me to reconnect to my childhood.
I love that. Thank you. And thank you for offering yoga. Rachel's a great yoga instructor, so I hope you all can join her. Okay, and now, boom, Jamie. Welcome, Jamie. Let me unmute you.
Okay. Hi.
All right. Hi.
Hi, HeatherAsh. Hi, everyone. My name's Jamie, and I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. And I'm going to be doing a piece tomorrow afternoon on coming home to yourself. And I'll be using tools to lead you through a guided visualization and teaching some techniques for stress reduction and self-regulation that we can just kind of breathe and be in the space and have some nurturing time. I'm super excited about summer camp, and my shirt has been ordered, but I don't have it yet, so it's not on. And I'm excited about the land and our opportunity, hopefully in the future, where we can all be together on the land for in live time summer camp. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Yes, this is the placeholder for us to be together live for sure. All right. And bringing on Deirdre. You have to somehow show your beautiful background. And I think if we remove me and wait, let me unmute you. Unmute Mike. You have to unmute
There
yourself.
we go.
Go.
Oh, I'm loving being out here in the woods with the fire going, and I have a little tent there. There you can see my fire. I'm going to be cooking some s'mores on that. It's going to be fabulous. Anyway, I'm Deirdre O'Neill, and I'm so grateful to be here with all of you. Again, I wish we could be on the land. It's an amazing place, the Warrior Heart Ranch. Was on it twice last year, and it's just a place that is home. And it's just magnificent. So I'm looking forward to all of you having the opportunity to come out live when life presents that opportunity. So for the weekend, I'm going to be peppering in, doing some fun things collaboratively, as Tara mentioned. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be hosting the Campfire Stew for the Spirit, it's called. Campfire Stew for the Spirit tomorrow night. So we'll be telling some stories, just talking about our journeys on the Warrior Goddess path around the virtual campfire. And anyway, I'm just really happy to be here. And thank you all for joining us. It just feels really good. I feel connected to all of you just by knowing you're here. So much love to all you, and just enjoy the weekend.
Thanks so much, Deirdre. And Deirdre is the goddess of songs. We had some rock and campfire singing last year. So hopefully she will also share that wisdom. All right. And coming on is Adele with her Warrior Goddess t-shirt. Welcome, Adele.
Thank you. Well, welcome, everyone. I'm so super excited about our summer camp. I did not grow up going to summer camp, so when I became a warrior goddess, I decided to get as many of them in as I could. So I love summer camp, and I've taken my daughters with me to summer camp. I started Warrior Goddess even before it was Warrior Goddess, so I started when it was 13 moons, and I've been HeatherAsh has been my teacher now probably close to a decade, and her teachings have changed me in tremendous ways. And so tonight I'll be sharing something that I came up with at the ranch last year, and that's Dessert First Parenting. And so it's a book that I've started to write. It's not done yet, but I started to write it because of my experiences being a Toltec parent and teaching my daughters the Warrior Goddess way. So I look forward to sharing that with you on our very next session. I'll be the first session to kick off. So look forward to having you there, and enjoy this weekend. You need it. I need it. We all do. Thank you for being here.
So true. And even if you do not have children, please show up for Adele's, because she sent like 3 minutes and shared what she was doing. And I was like, this is amazing. So
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the sessions, I also really invite you, even if you look at a session, you're like, I don't know if that fits me, show up if you have the capacity to do it, because sometimes it's the places where we're stretching out of our comfort zone, or we're doing something that we don't know about, or we think we don't fit into, that makes the biggest change. And I always share this with when I have apprentices or students that are in longer programs. It's the things that you think you don't want to show up with that will change your life. It's the places that you have resistance, or you have fear, or you have, I don't fit in. That's the time that your life gets transformed, because you're going against your own resistance. And you'll also find things that you'll be really excited about, of like, I have to go to this one. So everything is also being broadcast both on YouTube and in the Warrior Goddess Women group. So just know that you can go back and forth between those two if you want to. And we will also be putting all of the sessions into a playlist at the end. And if you can do things live, again, I love this idea. I just talked to a friend of mine who actually did a 2-week course online, 4 hours a day for 2 weeks. And what she told everyone is pretend like you're with me and unplug. So I want to do the same thing with all of you. If you were up at the Warrior Heart Ranch with us, there is no electricity. There are no cell phones. There is no internet. There's nothing in that digital world. What there is are incredible trees, lots of space, clear air, these amazing rock formations, a creek that runs through it. And so if we were at Warrior Heart Ranch, we would be completely unplugged, and not only unplugged, off the grid. So is there any way that you can take yourself off the grid, of maybe turning your phone off or turning your internet off? Oh my gosh. Play with that, of how you can give yourself some space this weekend. So really, really encourage you to, if you're, as you play with us, stay off other social media. Nothing's, well, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say nothing's going to happen between now and Monday that you don't need to know about. But seriously, if we were out on the land, we wouldn't know what was happening anyway. The world can wait till Monday. Yeah, create a sanctuary for yourself. So until we can be together in person, unplugged, give yourself this gift this weekend of unplugging as much as you can, of giving yourself extra rest, unless you want to wake up and be with Serena at 4 a.m. Central, which I highly recommend. Is that correct? 4 a.m. Central, yes? Okay, yes. Yes, tomorrow night, savoring, slowing down, and s'mores. So check the schedule out. Do your best to come to as many things as you can, because they're going to be magic. And we're also going to encourage you to do some fun things like the pool party, which you don't need a pool for, and getting out in nature as much as possible too. So I want to share a couple photos. This is my first time sharing the screen. Let's see if this works. Oh my God, I think it's going to work. Here we go. So this is Warrior Heart Ranch. And, oh, I can see it. Oh, that's so cool. So it is, this is the creek and the main place. And let me see if I can pull up another photo to share. If it'll let me. Let me stop sharing. And then I'm going to share you one more photo with you. Share screen. I'm going to share a couple more photos with you, actually. Creek view, this one. This is good. So this was solstice. So this was the sunset at solstice, June 21st. So I was thinking about everyone because I was up on the land by myself. And it was really incredible to be up on that property by myself and to feel the women that would have been there if we could have had live summer camp. And so this was a photo that I shot of just calling all of us together and sharing the beauty with everyone. So, it's good. Right now, what we're doing up on the land is we're in the process of thinning trees, because there's a lot of trees that are super close together, which is not good. We're giving them some space to breathe. And we're building a community kitchen. So the vision is that I'll pull more photos tomorrow when I come on. We had a group of people come in last year and pull down an old adobe building. It was completely falling in, and there's glass everywhere and wood everywhere. And Deirdre was there, Serena was there, Tara was there. I think, who else was there? Rachel, were you there? Yes, Rachel was there as well. Deli, were you? No, I don't remember. So that you guys came later. So a group of us pulled this old adobe building down, and we felt like studs. Like, it was studly. We were pushing walls down together, and we helped my neighbor put a roof back on his shed with, like, there were 14 of us. And now what we're doing is on that old foundation of the old house is we're going to rebuild the community kitchen. There'll be a little bit of a dining area and a wood stove. And so we get to use the old adobe, which is phenomenal. So all the old adobe bricks melted outside of the foundation. And so we're literally scooping adobe, this mud and sand and dirt mixture, putting water in, adding straw, making bricks. So I'll show you some photos of that in a moment. And just to give you a sense of what we're crafting with the ranch is that we want to do it really deeply in harmony with the land. And that makes summer camp so amazing, is that you get to completely unplug, that you'll get to learn about what it's like to live really closely to the land. So we do have a well, we do have a way that we can pull water in now, which makes it really lovely. And we are going to have solar power. Eventually we'll have a community kitchen. Eventually we'll start building little cabins that people can stay in. Right now, everybody's staying in tents up there. Oh, I love that it's starting to rain for a lot of you. And we're also then eventually we'll put a building, I think this is the plan, a second story on the kitchen. That'll be a teaching space. So that'll be a small teaching space. And then eventually we'll build a big teaching space. So I have a vision of a big space that we can do a lot of movement in. But really what we want to do is keep most of the land raw so that we can have vision quests, that we can have hiking trails, that we can really steward the land and take good care of it. Because, you know, I've been really training myself to not say I own this land, but to say I steward this land, because I feel like the truth is, for all of us, the land owns us, and we're in relationship to the land to take care of it, to steward it. So it's one of the biggest visions for me of Warrior Heart Ranch, of this sacred land, is to be able to bring women there, and you'll get a little taste of it this weekend, so that we can reconnect, that we can slow down, that we can come back into right relationship with the earth and with the land. And the truth is, all of us are in nature. You don't go out to nature. Wherever you are, even if you're in the middle of New York City or Hong Kong or any other large city, you're still in nature. You know, we have this saying of like, I'm going to go out to nature. Well, guess what? You're in nature already. So tonight, after we finish the presentations, I invite everybody, even if it's raining, and I love that so many people are saying that it's raining or it's trying to rain, go outside and connect with the moon if you can see it, connect with the stars if you can see it, connect with the sky, just let yourself be out in nature for a moment this evening. And the same thing tomorrow morning when you wake up. Go just step outside and realize you are in nature, in your backyard, on your porch. We're part of this incredible earth, this planet. It sustains us. It gives us life. And the more that we remember that truth, the more that we'll come back into harmony with ourselves as well. And everyone that presents at summer camp will share another way to connect. And one of the main ways that we connect is through play. We need to play. We're in a really hard time, sweethearts. You know, I just saw a meme go by the other day that said, stop acting as if there's not a pandemic. That reminder that things are upside down right now, and we have an opportunity to change our lives and do things differently and come back into right relationship in so many different ways in our life. To pause, to slow down, to reconnect with ourselves, with each other, with nature. And so let's use this weekend and the rest of our lives to reconnect, to remember what it means to play. You know, most people's, I once read this, I used to study archaeology when I was at university, one of the things that I was really interested in. And I remember reading about hunter and gatherers, like tribes that were hunter and gatherers, which was all of us at some point. Hunters and gatherers spent something like 2 hours a day hunting and gathering. That was average. And the rest of the time, they were hanging out in nature, being with each other, relaxing. And I was like, dang, we have it backwards. So let's look at how can we create more spaciousness in our lives? How can we create more of a sense of sanctuary wherever we are? And how do we bring in more play? And to really start to explore, what does it mean to play? What does that feel like? So I want to open up. I love it. I want to open up to any questions or any shares that you have. You all have started to share a little bit, so I just want to give some more space for that. And I love coming back from Mount Shasta. Yeah. The sunrise if you're in Asia or Australia, since the sun is likely rising soon. Yeah, exactly. Welcome. Thank you for course correcting me. Some of you are going to be watching the sunrise very soon, so thank you. Absolutely. Camp counselors. I love our camp counselors. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a couple more minutes. I'm going to bring everybody back on before we close this part of the session to share. Let me see if I can find this on my computer. Oh, I love this photo. Okay, I can do all three of these. Let me just open all three of them and make that one big. So fun. All right. So sharing my screen again. Oh, I think. Application window. This one. Okay, can you all see that? So this is Mary making Adobe bricks. And as you can see, it is a slightly hands-on project. So, oh, I can show you the video too. Let me show you the video because it's hilarious. So this is Mary making bricks. And here is, let me go grab this video. It's super short, but it's worth watching if you haven't seen it. And let's see if we can make this happen. Share screen, application window, making Adobes. All right. Give me 1 second because now I have to go start it. This is new technology. You guys are joining in for the ride. Here we go. Boom, get ready. So this is me making the first batch of Adobes with Franklin, who showed me how to do it, who's been an absolute angel. So there's the forms. You put the mud in. You mix more straw in. You put more mud in. That's what it looks like. So the result, isn't that hilarious? The result is this. Boom. This was the first ever batch, so the first 10. And it's almost, it looks like a ladder, right? Well, you put the mud in and then you pull it up eventually, and then they dry in the sun. So that first one, I put a little rock in. And what we're doing is part of a fundraiser, because we're literally building everything by hand. So it's going to take us a while. So we've built now 100 bricks, 100 Adobe bricks, and we have about 1,000 to go. We're starting a work party next week, and we'll see how many bricks we can get going. Yeah, it's super, super fun. I know, and if you all were there, we would like crank out those bricks in no time. But if you want to play with us, please join. We're doing a fundraiser for Warrior Heart Ranch where we're making an Adobe brick just for you, and we'll write a word. We'll write your name, or we'll write a particular thing. Tara, could you grab that link for me? Is it just Adobe? Okay, so here's the website. If you want to go buy a brick, Adobe, that's the link. You also want to share the shirt, the Warrior Goddess Camp link. That I'm not sure where it is. And if you don't know where it is, we can do it later too. So over the weekend, we'll be sharing this. And we're doing all of this for no cost. All of the beautiful leadership team are volunteering their time and their love. And we're offering a way to play with us to get a t-shirt, and we make a little bit of money off of it. And there's the shirts, and there's all sorts of choices. So if you don't see your size, just pick a different color. So there's these ones that are racerbacks. Racerback. I'm wearing a dress underneath it. That's why it looks weird. Tara has the V-neck, and there's a regular shirt as well. And we also are doing the Adobe brick making fundraising, which is so fun. So you can be part of the building. Yay! Where do you get the mud? So this is like recycling at its finest. We're using the old Adobe building. So literally when we pushed the walls down, all of those old bricks dissolved and we're digging that mud out. And I don't know where they originally made the Adobe, but we have a lot of clay. I mean, there's different areas of land that there's sand and there's clay. So I'm assuming they brought it all together and mixed it. So recycling at its finest, pretty cool. Yeah, thanks for sharing that again. So that's the little fundraisers that we're doing. Yes, and some are 100% cotton, and some, thank you for sharing that. So this one is not cotton. I don't know what this one is, but it's comfy and it's pretty color. It's greeny. And I think the one that Tara has is 100% cotton. So yeah, check it out. It's through a company called Bonfire. We love that. Yes, next year we'll be having another work party where everyone will be invited. Exactly. Yeah, so there are many more work parties to come. So even though we all can't join for the work party or join for summer camp, there's plenty of work. It's a community. I really want to make it a community place. It is ours. It's our haven. So, all right, I'm going to bring back all the campers, I think. How do I do that? Oh, wait, I know. Add to stream, add to stream, add to stream, add to stream, add to stream. Yay! So something I learned from a friend of mine is if everyone puts your hands up, so even all of you that we can't see you, and let's just connect through our hands, through our heart with each other. Right now, there are about 80 of us live. Welcome to all of you that are watching later. We're still sending our energy to you. Yeah. Mwah. So sending you all lots and lots of love. Next up. Oh, yes, I love that too. And I guess we need our camp handshake, right? How about this? Oh, and everybody needs a camp name. I love this. Okay, can we change our names here? Okay, everybody edit your name. And what's your camp name? I'm going to be Spruce. Misty has her camp name. So I give all of us permission to change our names for this weekend. What's a camp name that you want? Spark. I love it. Adali. That is good. So you guys can share your camp names if you want on the thing. Can the bricks be sent to Canada? We're not sending bricks anywhere. Here's what we're doing with the bricks. We're making the brick. We're putting the brick into the building, but we will write your name on the brick and we'll take a photo of it. So you can have your name or you can have a word. You can have your camp name written. Okay. Boogie Brown. Hi, Boogie Brown. I love it. Wildflower. I love it. Delia. Do you see where to change it, Deirdre? If you click on next to your little microphone down below, there's a little 3 dots. Click on that. Smoky, sparkly school bubbles. I love it. And if you click on that, it says edit name. Yeah. Sage. Oh, I love that, Jamie. That is your name. Blaze, Sienna. This is good. Sparkle and Spatula. You're going with your real name. I love it. Do you want to share that story before we close? I think that's a campfire story. Okay, I'm going to highlight. Give me 1 second. I'll bring everybody back in a minute, but for a second, we need to highlight.
You unmute me? Okay, great. Hello. So I'm Spatula, and the reason that this is so funny is because my mom is from Thailand, and when I was born, she was in the room with my aunt, and she said, you know what? I'm going to name her Spatula. And my aunt promptly told my mother that she could not do that. So it is this camp name that my mother has gifted me with, even though that's not the name that's on my birth certificate. And I'm a kitchen witch, so it's very appropriate. Foretelling.
It's perfect. I love it. Okay, I'm adding everybody back in again. Mariposa, Sky of Moab. I love it. Rainbow Fire. You can change your name. Like if you need to keep adding words onto your name. Shooting Star. Yes, Deirdre, I love it. Good job, everyone. You can keep adding on. Gaia, Twilight Cloud, Superstar. I love it. Okay, loves. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a little break before Adele comes on, right? Or are we just broadcasting through, Tara, or are we closing and coming back on, right? Closing and coming back on. So we have, okay, got it. Lotus Flower. Yes, and sorry about the t-shirts. I just discovered the t-shirts 2 weeks ago. So we ordered, like we did the first quick order and then we put it out. But next year we'll definitely have t-shirts so we can all have them at camp. Yeah, these were the test runs, exactly, at camp. Thank you again to our Warrior Goddess Leadership Team, summer camp counselors. You all have just been such gifts, and you all get to have so much fun with all of these beautiful women. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Gratitude to everyone that's joining us, whether you're joining us live or you're listening to the recordings later. We're so happy to have you here. And Dancing Warrior, perfect. Thank you, Wendy. I love it. Dancing Warrior, Sunshine, Maestra, Butterfly, Lotus Flower, Moon Glow. Keep the names coming. This is good. We'll play. And again, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time, Adele's coming on for Dessert First Parenting, followed by, who's next? Tara, tell us.
Following Dessert First Parenting with Adele, we will then be having a campfire sing-along with Deirdre and myself. And then Noelle will also be joining us for a sleepy time meditation.
Excellent. So sleepy time meditation, chanting around the campfire, camp songs, so much fun. Pine Nut, La Luna, Red Wolf, Hip Hip Hooray. I hope that's your name, camp name. That's good. All right, beloveds, we are launched. Welcome to the first ever, and hopefully the last ever, online Warrior Goddess Summer Camp. We can still continue to do it. I just want us to do it live next year. That's my prayer. So many, many blessings to each of you. Thank you again to the leadership team, to our summer camp counselors. Have a great weekend, everyone, and all of our love to you. And we'll teach you now the secret, sacred Toltec thing. You ready? Everyone do this. So now you do it to yourself. You are now initiated. Have fun. Bye, everybody.